All right, for our next segment of tips and tricks, we're going to talk about gagging. As a denture wearer, it's one of the things that come along with it. A lot of patients do experience some gagging. So if you're having issues with gagging, just remember that a denture is a soft tissue supported prosthetic, and it's going to take some getting used to, especially if you've never worn a denture in the past. So I suggest originally wearing your denture in some small doses as you become used to it. Then we have one of our customers, and she sent a great idea that's worked for a lot of people. It's what she did is that she learned that if she sucks on a sugar-free Lifesaver Mint, that it helps to alleviate the gagging feeling until she got used to wearing a denture. To try that tends to work really well. If you're continuing to have issues with the gagging, it could be that when you size the denture that you have too much material going to the back, going around the palate. So excess material back here, which kind of is shown here. So what you do there is you drop the Easy Denture back in the hot water for 20 to 30 seconds or so. And then the excess material back here, all the NuvaFlex stretch material becomes very soft. And you can just peel away the excess material. Just kind of peel that off and size it again, okay? So you could roll that up and size it again. When you put it back in this time, try not to stretch that material too far back to the roof of your mouth. If you get any retention loss by doing that, by removing too much of that, don't worry about it. You could add some of the material back. You could throw it in the boiling water or the hot water for 10 seconds or so, and then you could reattach it. You can do that up to 20 times. So just play with that to see how that changes your gagging, and just to make sure you don't have too much material on the roof of your mouth around the soft palate in the back that's causing that gagging. For extreme cases, and this is something that we want to avoid unless it's an extreme case, because it very likely will affect the retention of how a denture fits. You really want a denture to cover the whole roof of your mouth, because the denture works almost like a suction cup. So it really needs to form to the roof of your mouth so you get that stick or that suction and get that retention. And that's really formed by getting that palatal seal back here. That's where the denture extends to. But patients that are just severe gaggers and can't do that, you could go ahead and you can remove that material that goes around that palatal seal back there. And if you need to, you can even trim away and cut some of the harder material that's here in the middle. That won't peel away, that's hard, and you'll need to use scissors to cut that back. And you can do that when the denture is soft. So right after it comes out of the hot water, let it cool for about 15 seconds. And then at that point, you could take some scissors. In this case, I have some dollar store scissors. I'd recommend you use some kitchen shears. It'll be a little easier. You could trim away that harder material. That harder material will not go back into place. But just so you know that can really affect the fit if you don't have that palatal seal. But on the rare occurrence that you're just one of those extremely severe gaggers that just can't have anything on the palate of your mouth, sometimes that might be your only option. So that is there. You can do that if you need to. But again, that can really affect your retention. So those are things, a few tips and tricks for gagging, and hopefully that helps out and just makes it more comfortable for you to be able to wear your Easy Denture. Thank you.